What is good, team? Do what we do. Yes, today. You know what? This is what I'm gonna deliver. This is what I'm gonna say. This is me being real. So over the course of time, or what is happening is that I do put a lot of time into YouTube. I really do. And I had to become more self-aware about how I was going about it because, as I said, I'm working on getting my real estate license and I have other obligations as far as the army and certain things. So the volume of how much content I'm putting out on YouTube is gonna start to slow down, but the quality will go up. I promise you that. So with that being said, let's get into the video. As I am explaining to you the power of association and how it has changed my life over the course of time, I'm going to give you 3 stories, right? The first one being when I was in middle school, I was a very bad child. If you didn't see my story time, how the first time we get suspended, you can go watch it. So in 8th grade, I was a very bad child. Like, I don't know what it was. I don't know like the way I conducted myself, but the one thing I do remember is that I was saying peer pressure, right? That the people that I surrounded myself with kept getting in trouble, and on top of that, they would say certain things to me, and I'd be like, okay, I want to make them laugh. I want them to be my friends. And you know what I did? I kept getting myself in trouble. And long term, what that set me up as is somebody in 8th grade, and the first half of freshman year is somebody that you could push around and laugh at. And truthfully, that's not what I wanted. That's not how I wanted to be known as far as a legacy, because it's always deeper than that. And I'm saying the power of association because of those people that I surrounded myself with. It seemed like it was okay, and the standard, right? The standard of those people that I surrounded myself with it was decreasing. It wasn't good. Like, they weren't good people. And I mean, it's not saying today they're the same people they were, but like, as I'm on this journey of life, I'm seeing certain things, experiencing certain things. So as I continue to grow, I want to bestow some of these stories upon you. So that's number 1. The first story, my middle school days. Story number 2, my senior year of high school. My senior year, let me tell you. So as I've already said, the second half of my junior year, I started doing a lot of self-development and actually working on myself to do better, see better opportunities, and just amount to my full potential, which I hadn't felt like I reached yet. So my senior year, it seemed as if I'm not gonna say like I was a lone wolf, but the people I surrounded myself with, they had big goals and aspirations for themselves. And that is through the power of association, because if I did not start working on myself, these people that I had around me would not have been around me. Because I bet you 75% of the people I had around me my senior year, they would tell you that I was ignorant. And the definition of ignorant is not knowing. So if I just didn't know certain things about, say, a mentality, how I was gonna attack life in general, or just, as you are, say, controlling yourself, making yourself known to the world, because I didn't want to be the person that was getting, laughed at. If you were going to laugh with me, we were going to laugh together. We're going to grow together. We're going to become better together. That's why I keep saying the power of association. And if you look it up, it's not even like they'll give you my video or they'll give you the definition of association. I said the power of association, because if you are not assembling, if you're not assembling the right people with you, what do you think is going to happen within your life? Why do you think I keep putting out so much content? Because as I continue to grow, it doesn't make sense for me to grow and not want to help anyone else. So on this journey, surround yourself with better people. Like, I promise you, do it for 1 week. Realize the people that are in your social circle and tell me how it goes. And yes, the third and final story was when I went to basic training for the United States Army. This is exactly what happened. So week 5, I was in a leadership position, right? And what happened was I had left my weapon on the weapons rack, and the drill sergeant, she fired me. She fired me. Like, she did this. I promise you, I cannot make this up. We're information at the drill hall, chow hall, and she did this. She said, Mbouge, she said, you have 5 seconds to find your weapon. 5 seconds. She did this. 5, 4. I'm frantically moving around, wanting to find my weapon. 3, 2, and Mbouge, you're fired. And she fired me just like that, and I was hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was hurt because I wanted to lead, say, my platoon to be the best, most disciplined, and most positive platoon, and it didn't go that way. So that's week 5, right? There was only 10 weeks in my cycle for basic training, right? Okay. So this is what happened. So from week 5 to about week 8, the people that you're surrounding yourself with, you're seeing them constantly, right? It's a constant cycle of you being around the same people day after day after day. And what I said, like 2 days after me getting fired, I said this. I promise you, I said this. I said, I will be in a leadership position again before we graduate basic training. I said it just like that. I said it just like that. I said, I will be in a leadership position before we graduate basic training. And week 8, I got my time. The same drill sergeant who fired me, she put me right back into an even better position. And that's through the adversity that I had to go through and learn and develop myself even more in those conditions. And I said the power of association because the same people I surrounded myself with, they told me this. They said, nah, bruh. They said, no, you're not going to get hired. You're not going to get another job. You're not going to get another leadership position. You forgot your weapon. They could shut down the whole post for that. And I didn't really put this in the, so the full circle. I didn't really realize the extremities of it, but I still made the most of my situation when I was there in basic combat training. So week 8, she gave me a chance to shine again. She gave me a chance to lead again. And I said, I gotta make the most out of this. And I did. And just because I did that, at the end of the cycle, I'm pretty sure the same drill sergeant had, helped me prove my case for being awarded leader of the cycle. And that's only due to the power of association. Because I kept saying, and the subconscious mind. So power of association and the subconscious mind. I'll do a video on the subconscious mind, a little bit. I'm gonna let it marinate. So, but seriously, because I was willing to go to those distances and kept telling myself I will be in a leadership position before we graduate basic combat training, I got my chance again. And that's story number 3. Team, do what we do. If you like that video, please like, share, and subscribe. Almost at 400 subscribers. I cannot tell you how excited I am for the future, man. It means so much to me to be able to do this on a consistent basis, and that is why I continue to give my all. Because I promise you go back to the first video I made 6 months ago, I wasn't speaking like this. So think about what happens in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years. I cannot wait. Team, do what we do.